Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sunday Funday. We are in the off-season, first off-season episode. We took a week off after the Super Bowl. We are back. Like we said, we're going to be back on a semi-regular basis. We'll kind of, it probably won't be consistent, but we're definitely going to have more off-season episodes for you than we've had in the past. Right now, I'm joined by Matty P and producer Jesse. How's it going, fellas?
Good to be here.
Pretty good.
Haven't thought about ball really since the last time. It's kind of weird. It's like the calm before the storm. I think free agency starts in the next week or so.
Combine's coming up this week.
Combine too. So just like that,
Yeah.
Football's been quiet. It's been all Olympic talk the last couple of weeks, but there's going to be a lot of football talk coming up in the next couple of weeks with all the free agency and the combining and getting ready for the draft. So good little break from ball, but it'll be back.
Yeah, and and Brett is joining us. Brett's joining us shortly as well, so we will have him on. There was a list that came out a couple weeks ago that is definitely going to eat up some time, and we know how much we love lists on this show. I do have a couple top fives for you as well, but there was a list of the top 99 quarterbacks of all time. I'd like to wait for Brett before we get into that because there's an interesting name in the 90s. There's a couple interesting Brett points when I look at this list. But Jesse, I guess this is a good time to, we're going to be talking some NFL news, and in the news right now is the Chicago Bears. Maybe not, maybe not the Chicago Bears for much longer. It could be the Indiana Bears.
Serious.
Indiana Bears.
I don't know too much about the situation.
This is the first time I've heard of it.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so give us a little bit of a breakdown on that, Jesse, if you got it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was going to say that because you're like, I haven't even thought about football. It's been all Olympics, but my timeline is just filled with Indiana Bears stuff. So basically, like the Bears, I mean, first of all, even if they moved to Indiana, they would never change their name. That I really don't think that, like, they'll still be the Chicago Bears. They just be in Indiana. But yeah, basically what happened was, like, the Bears have been trying to build a new stadium for a long time, and they've been running into a lot of like political roadblocks with the state of Illinois. And so the governor or whatever of Indiana stepped up and really like expressed interest in doing a whole bunch of things to like let the Bears move to Indiana. And so, yeah, now people are just dunking on the Bears for maybe not being in Chicago anymore at some point.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know if... Go ahead, Brady.
I was going to say that it is kind of just classic Bears to, be just finishing a season where you're no longer laughingstock of the league. You look like you have a franchise quarterback. Things look to be on the up and up in Chicago, and now the only news is, kind of negative in a way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think I don't know. Nothing's official, and like, who knows what will actually happen. But I didn't know this, but like when you look at the map of Chicago, like there's a very good part of like the bottom part of Chicago that is in Indiana. So I don't know. Who knows?
So there might never be a quarterback to throw for 4,000 in Chicago.
Okay.
Wow.
Welcome, Brett. Brett has joined the pod. We were just going over the Indiana Bears. That was our first bit of news to talk about on the pod.
Did you hear about that or no? Is that just only Bears Twitter that is involved in that?
I think we're waiting on a mic situation.
Oh,
yeah,
maybe not.
It could be.
Hey, Brett.
Oh.
No.
Yep, not yet. No. All right. Yeah, we'll keep rolling. Hey, we're we take one episode off, and now we got some technical issues. There's technical issues on my end too. If I get glitchy at times, I apologize for that. Yeah, Matt, that's a good point. Possibly never a 4,000-yard passer in Chicago. That is a good point.
And isn't that like 100 years of history too?
For the record, the stadium location they're proposing in Indiana is 25 minutes down the road from their current stadium in Chicago. So it's like,
Okay, I thought this was like a relocation. This is just moving down the road.
No, it is just looking for land to build a stadium.
But they would have to change the name, though.
No, they not have to, and I don't think ever will.
Would be a different state.
Yeah, if this happened, yeah.
Matt, before we get going on football stuff, any vehicle updates in your life you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, was what time? We got 9 o'clock now. I was supposed to depart home at 7:15, 7:30 or something like that originally with the Vibe CAA. Need to get a starter fixed on it, but due to, I guess, poor weather, it's been delayed. So at 9:30, the Vibe's getting picked up.
Is there any talk or thoughts of us having a farewell, maybe a funeral for the Pontiac Vibe that you got when you were 16 years old?
Yeah, I think if you ask me, you'll get an answer. If you ask my wife, you'll get a different answer. It's certainly a possibility that it's not around for forever at least. Wow. But once the starter's fixed, it'll be fine again. I just can't start it. Besides that, it runs great. So besides that, it's great. I just need it to start.
Besides getting it started, it runs great. That's what I'm hearing. So yes.
Once it's started, it's fine. The batteries just got replaced. So no, the Vibe.
Was there not some other issues a couple months ago, not starter related though?
There's some exhaust problems, but they've been patched.
Right.
What vehicle doesn't have a little bit of patch on it?
Yeah. I think I do hear Brett's voice. Brett is.
I'm back. Apologies.
Brett is. Welcome, Brett.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Okay, I got a couple top 5 free agency stuff. Do you guys want to start there, and then we can go in some other directions after that?
Yep.
So, I will start with the wide receiver market. The top 5 wide receivers, in my opinion, and a couple of these could be franchise tagged any day. I think when does it open that guys can be franchise tagged like that? Like I saw the Falcons are expected to franchise tag Kyle Pitts, like that is almost a for sure, but that hasn't been done yet. So that deadline, or not deadline, but opening, I guess, to be able to do that must be coming up soon. I don't know the for sure on that, but with that in mind, my top 5 wide receiver free agents as it is, not including including guys that could get franchise tag, like my number 1, and that's George Pickens. George Pickens is the top wide receiver on the market right now. It sounds like Cowboys could franchise tag them. I never fully even understand franchise tag, but Cowboys could be doing that. They'd be stupid to let him go after the season he had, I think. Number 2, Mike Evans. I'm going to give Mike Evans the number 2 on that. Older, first year, not getting 1,000 receiving yards. That was due to injury. He would have got the job done. Got to assume Tampa brings him back, though, right, boys?
Yeah, from what I've heard, if Evan wants to be back, he'll be back. That's what I've heard. But that source is me and Twitter bots, so you never know.
I'd have to assume you'd be fine with him finding a new home, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, you won't see me complain, that's for sure.
Right.
That's crowded wide receiver room, so I kind of think it doesn't make sense for him to go back, but we'll see.
Number 3, we got a white boy on the list here, boys, and he's coming off a huge season with the Indianapolis Colts. That's Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce, deep ball threat. There was, I think we talked about it at one point, like not many receptions, but if you're betting the over longest reception for Alec Pierce this year, you definitely came out profitable because he was just catching deep balls all over the place at the start when it was Danny Dimes throwing, and then Phillip Rivers, obviously deep ball kind of went kind of went out of the picture when Phillips showed up, unfortunately. But Algiers still had a hell of a year with the Colts. He'd be number 3. Number 4 is third and Juwan Jennings. Third and Juwan. Juwan Jennings. He's getting old. He's not that fast. He's
old.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Wasn't he in like the same QB class as Joe Burrow and shit?
Was he? Yeah, I mean,
I think he was rated higher than Joe Burrow in high school as a QB.
Okay, yeah, maybe he's not getting old then. In my opinion,
he is our age. He is 28 years old.
Oh, so he's washed.
Yeah. How I missed that. How old is he? Sorry.
28. He's born in 97.
28. So not old, not young. But Juwan Jennings, as a third down, just reliable, maybe number 2 wide receiver, maybe number 3 wide receiver. I think most teams would be happy to have Juwan Jennings, even though possible there he was in the news for was he nut grabbing or did he get
I think he was dick punching.
That.
He was dick punching.
Yeah.
Dick punching. Not grabbing, dick punching. Would you rather have a nut grabber or dick puncher?
I think I'd rather dick puncher because there's a less chance it would hurt.
Yeah.
Like your balls, you could get just hit lightly on your balls and it really hurt.
Yeah, we're talking grabbed though. Maybe it's not so bad.
I think I'm taking the dick punch.
Tough time to glitch.
But
okay, so we'd rather be dick puncher. Number 5 is Wan'Dale Robinson. I don't know too much about his full career, but I know he had a hell of a year with the Giants this year. I think it was his first time going over 1,000 yards receiving this year with 3 different quarterbacks throwing on the ball, and he had some big plays for them. Now wide receiver, it came at a good time to have the year he did because he's going to get paid by somebody. And then my honorable mention would be Rashid Shaheed. It'll be interesting to see if Seattle locks him up, but he is a free agent.
That might be where their tag goes.
Yeah. So just to go over that, the top 5 wide receiver free agents: George Pickens, Alec Pierce, Mike Evans, Juwan Jennings, Wan'Dale Robinson, and honorable mention Rashid Shaheed. So we will see.
What about the former Dolphin?
End up. Pick any of those guys. Where's like a good landing spot for any of them? Is there teams that you guys know need a wide receiver that would be a good fit for any of these guys, just off the top of your head?
Boy, I mean, after the first 2, I feel like you're getting some, but not a 1. So it's kind of hard to say. I feel like a lot of teams could use a number 2.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, I do think Mike Evans would look good in Carolina blue, but there's no way he's making that divisional jump.
No.
George Pickens, love the athlete. Not sure I want him in our young developing locker room.
I think you'd take him.
Freak athlete. I mean, if he was there, I would be happy about it. But I think we could spend our money to pay a guy like Pickens. I think I'd rather spend some money on some D players instead.
Yeah, Brett. I assume
as Brett mentioned earlier, there's an ex-Dolphin. What about him in this list?
Uh-oh.
Sorry, you cut out there on my end. Could you repeat that?
Ex-Dolphin, free agent wide receiver.
Yeah, Tyreek, right. Yeah, not on my list. Bad guy, locker room cancer, coming off an injury. I wouldn't want him.
Yeah, if you think George Pickens is bad, that might be times 10. He was missed in my list, but I think I'd still keep him off it. Sounds like Chiefs, though. I just feel like he's going back to the Chiefs.
I think so.
I would be surprised if that would be my betting favorite 100%.
Brad, I gotta imagine any of these 6 players we named, and if you include Tyreek on that 7, would look pretty good in powder blue in your eyes.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate it. We have a lot of money. We have to pay a lot of people, so the George Pickens one is tough. Wan'Dale Robinson is interesting.
when all their guys went out, he stepped up huge in a couple of those games. I felt like the Giants played a couple of good games, even though their record was so bad. But no, I don't love any of them.
All right. What's your wide receiver room looking like going into next year? Is Keenan back? You said some things
No
about
word
him,
yet. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
yeah, that was long.
Do you remember what you said about Keenan in your Chargers end of the year speech?
No, I do not. I blacked out during that, and I did not rewatch it.
Dude, it was one of the craziest things you said. You called him like your good dog that's just too old and
Time to put him down.
And time to kill him. That's right. It's like,
He's supposed to do the first downs, and he couldn't do that. So I don't know what you see as anymore.
He's a good boy, though.
He's a great boy. It's not like you're going to be happy putting him down, but sometimes.
No, love him. Have his jersey. Love the guy, but sometimes you got to let him go.
Yeah.
If you love something, let
sometimes
it
you do.
go.
That's right. Hopefully it doesn't come back.
maybe before I have the same thing for the running backs. But Matt, I know you need to leave soon, so let's get into this top 99 quarterbacks of all time list. Because I wrote down, I kind of went through and wrote down notables, so I'll go through some quick and some we're gonna have to stop on. I don't have the full list, but I got number 99, 93, 88, all the way down, sporadically till the top 5. So there's some interesting ones we need to hit on first. And right away, I want to start with number 99. And this was a guy I have a jersey of. Can you guys guess a quarterback I have a jersey of is number 99 on this list? And this is Bleacher Report, I believe, that did this. And I think they said they had 10 to 15 experts that all made their list, and then they got the average of that. So it's really just it's 15 guys like us making a list. So take with it what you will. But it is a list that came out, so we will talk about it. Number 99, I have this guy's jersey. Can anyone guess who it is? Brett?
I assume 2 is too obvious, so Tannehill?
Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, nice.
Wow, Ryan Tannehill.
Stuck on the list.
Right away, and I'm not an NFL history guy by any means. So I'm not going to talk about anything before the basically like 2010s. There's some guys in the 2000s obviously you recognize, but anybody in the 90s really is nothing. I didn't grow up a football fan, and I didn't grow up learning like the history of it like I would have NHL. But Ryan Tannehill getting in the top 99 of all time for me was just shocking. He won a couple playoff games. Don't believe ever. I think he made the playoffs once with the Dolphins. He does have our franchise record in rushing yards for a quarterback in a single season. He does have that. He was a dual threat guy for a bit. Like he had some years where he ran a little bit. When you look at Ryan Tannehill, you don't think rushing quarterback, but he did have some years. I'm gonna skip down a couple notches on the list here to number 93, and number 93 on this list is Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is the number 93 ranked quarterback of all time. That's all time. I didn't do the research to check if anybody else on this list has not recorded a playoff win. I didn't do that research, so I don't know. I'm not going to comment on that any further. Didn't even need to bring that up, but I did. But Herbert's accolades, they kind of listed beside. Offensive Rookie of the Year, he did win, and he's a 2-time Pro Bowler. Those would be the accolades for Justin Herbert.
Thanks, man. Yeah, thank you. I'm finding this list.
Ranked.
You can throw the whole thing out if he's 93. I'm sure there's guys from like the 30s on here. All those guys are worse than him. It's ridiculous. Let's see who's above him.
So you think he should be higher?
Yeah.
Okay. No, just had to confirm.
Okay. Here's an interesting one right away. My next one written down is at 88. 88 on this list is a current Panther.
Dalton.
Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton.
He's got a lot of wins though. A lot of yards.
What's
Okay,
this
Matt.
ranked off then? What
This
is it? Is it talent? Is it accolades?
This is ranked off of 15 guys making a list and getting the average together. They had little blurbs under everybody. Longevity seemed to be something that they did appreciate on this list. Andy Dalton has
Clearly.
15 seasons under his belt. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler. I'd like you guys to guess his record as a starter. The hint I'll give you there, both numbers are under 100, but both kind of getting close to 100. What do you think his record as a starter is, Andy Dalton?
I'll do 92 and 78.
Ooh.
You think he had that many winning seasons in Cincinnati? And we know he hasn't had a good
That's
record
true.
for Carolina.
He did
Well,
decent in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
They made the playoffs a lot
Yeah.
in the 2010s.
I feel like barely every year though. Am I off on saying
Barely.
that? Like were they winning divisions?
No, wild card round every time, usually bounced right away.
Who was their coach they always had? He was Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, that's right.
Marvin
Wow.
Lewis. And
The average length of an NFL quarterback is 4 years.
Yeah, and that's 15 seasons for Andy. So you got to give it to him. That Brett, do you have a guess at his all-time record as a starter?
I like the hint, so I'll just go 87, 95.
He is currently 84 and 83.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a 500 QB in a tough
Yeah.
league.
Yeah, and does he have a win with the Panthers?
Yeah. We won some games when Bryce went down, or not down, I guess got benched.
Oh.
Good clarification.
If that one doesn't piss you off at 88, this one might at 77. We have Derek Carr, 4-time Pro Bowler.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's.
I mean, the guy had some good years.
Did he?
If we're
Ish.
talking about just like total yards in the season, I guess like maybe he surpassed that 4K mark that the Chicago Bears can never get close to. But besides that, like
Indiana Bears.
Indiana Bears.
Okay, moving on, and this is we're talking same draft class as Herbert now with this one. At number 75, we do have Super Bowl winning quarterback Jalen Hurts. He is a 1-time Super Bowl winner, a 1-time Super Bowl MVP, and he's a 2-time Pro Bowler. Super Bowls have to affect, like, when you're making this list. If you're the guys making this list, if I'm the guy making this list, Super Bowls have to come into play with this, in my opinion.
Considering there's been like 5 to 6 quarterbacks over the last 20 years that have won the Super Bowl, I would have thought he would have been higher.
Yeah. I mean, I just think with the Super Bowl wins, he hasn't really had great seasons.
No, but you'd certainly think they're well over 500 in his time there, though, too.
Right?
Yeah. He's played 2 Super Bowls and played great in both.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to deny that.
Yeah, I could have argued him higher as well, especially when I saw at number 71. We do have a 4-time Pro Bowler with a record of 88, 77, and 2. He will be entering his 15th season next year with, we don't currently know which team that will be with. At number 71. Is there a guess?
Boy, we currently don't know.
Well, I guess he currently is rostered, but he's going to be on a different team.
Is it Stafford?
Kirk Cousins.
Oh
my God.
Wow.
Kirk Cousins has an 88, 77, and 2 record in 14 seasons, and he's made the Pro Bowl four times. Kirk Cousins is at 71. I want to skip ahead to 60.
Can we
60,
throw those out?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah. No, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Is Snoop Huntley on the list?
There's going to be
Sanders on the list.
There's going to be absolutely zero accolades to say with some of these guys then, because if Herbert didn't have offensive rookie of the year, his only accolades on there would have been 2-time Pro Bowler. But at 66, we have a very controversial to this podcast. I tend to agree with having him this high on the list, but that is Mr. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is 66 all time. He is a 2-time comeback player of the year. a 43-33-1 record all time. He has 115 he has 157 touchdown passes. Can you guys guess how many interceptions he has? 157 touchdown passes. Can you guess the amount of interceptions?
42.
Not bad. 51.
35? Oh, wow.
Wow.
Seems like a pretty good ratio.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems crazy to have, like, I think on a list like this, Hurts should be above Burrow.
Yep. Yeah. I would agree with that. He does have a Super Bowl appearance as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it's based
player
on
of the year.
talent, then he shouldn't be.
What
Burrow's
was
better
that?
than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. I agree. If we're talking, that. Maybe we
Well, I
gotta
think
make
we're
our
talking
talent
everything.
list,
Like
our
if
top
you,
100 talent.
I think we're talking everything. If Matt, if they would have called you and said make this list, like we're bringing everything in, so you got to kind of like weigh what weighs more to you. Like, yeah, Burrow is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. I think most people would say that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I know.
terms of
I
what's-
think ultimately you play football to win the Super Bowl. And you look at how hard it is to win the Super Bowl. There's only been like 5 quarterbacks that have won it the last 20 years. To me, that means more than stats. Like
That you keep
4,000
you keep
versus
saying-
3,000 throwing yards over, like, and then you throw a Super Bowl in there. I'm taking the guy that has a Super Bowl every time.
How many quarterbacks actually have won the Super Bowl in the last 20 years? Because you keep saying 5, but that
Well,
Brady. Okay, let's go through it quick. Brady, Hurts, Mahomes.
Brady and
Stafford.
Mahomes are half of them, over half of them.
Okay, let's try to see how many we can get in the last 20 years. Brady, Mahomes, Hurts, Stafford,
Arnold.
Darnold. Thank you,
Darnold.
Sammy D.
There'll be more than
Foles.
5.
Nick Foles in the last 20.
Oh, good call.
Good one, Jesse. Was Peyton with the Broncos? That was against the Panthers. That was in the last 20 years, right? Or no?
That would have been 15 or 16. So,
That was, that was 10 years ago.
16.
Big Ben. When did the last time the Steelers won?
Oof.
I think that was before it was 2010.
Yeah,
be
09
wrong.
Steelers won.
Okay.
I don't know. There's obviously more than 5, but it's not like it's not like we're landsliding here though either. It's it's hard to win, and not I would take the quarterback that has the personal stats that are way less, but they have the ring. We want the ring, like
Yeah, like I think Burrow's a better quarterback than Hurts, but if both of their careers ended today, Hurts has had a more successful career.
exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. If
been
none of them
healthier,
play
too.
ball going forward, you have to take obviously Hurts. Like,
Yeah.
our QB was my player of the year. Obviously good. It's still an impressive award, but as a fan, I'd probably forget about that about 2 days after it happened.
Oh, 100%.
Wow. So I found this list. Brady's left us for a second. Jared Goff is 63.
Wow.
And
That's
Burrow was what, 66?
Yeah. Wow. Eh.
Like, what's his? I guess I can find it. What is his accolades? 4-time Pro Bowler.
4-time.
That's crazy.
I'm back.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Where do we leave off?
Burrow, I just said Goff at 63.
Yeah.
So I think it's funny.
Yeah, Goff at 63. That was my next one, and then at 59, Dak.
Wow.
What?
That's interesting.
I was shocked by Dak's career record because Matt's talking about you play this game to win championships and just win games in general. I was shocked by Dak's overall record he's put together as a starter in the league. He also was offensive rookie of the year. I forgot that as well. But his record is 83, 55, and 1.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Wins football games.
I guess he's probably had, what, 2 or 3 14-win seasons?
Yeah. Like,
That kind of makes sense.
That is crazy, though. He could go and lose 2 full seasons in a row and still be around the 500 mark.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like he's been around for forever.
No, it doesn't. So Dak at 59, another Cowboy at 57. One of the worst in the booth of all time, Tony Romo.
Tony.
Tony.
I don't know, Jim.
The only accolades listed for him was a 4-time Pro Bowler. Not much success. I don't know what his Jesse. Do you mind looking up Tony Romo's playoff record? I'm curious of that because I know they would make it with him, but they never really went on runs. I feel like I feel like his record has to be well under 500 and I don't even know how many games he would have played. Do you have it?
Yeah, he's 2-4.
2-4
playoffs.
Yeah, so didn't even make it that often. But he did play his whole career with the Cowboys. So there's something with that. 55. This is an interesting one. 55. This guy only played 6 seasons. He had a 53-33 record over that time. He threw 171 touchdown passes, had only 83 interceptions. Again, only 6 seasons, all for the Indianapolis Colts. Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
Right.
He was that good when he was playing.
He was so good.
I feel like he gets forgotten a little bit. The retirement was tough, but
yeah,
like he was legit when he was playing in the NFL.
I do wish I was more into ball at the time when he was in the NFL. Like it was just so short-lived, and I just wasn't fully dove into ball at the time when he was playing.
We must have been into it a decent amount because I remember that day so clearly of him retiring like halfway through a preseason game. Was it halfway through, right at the end, or right at the start? Like it was wild.
I think right at the end of halftime, they were walking off the field, and the fans were booing.
Yeah, because they all had seen it.
Yeah, the news Schefter just ruined the guy's day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I do remember that tweet actually.
That was pretty crazy. I can't believe he only played
him on
6
interviews
years.
now, though. He certainly looks happy and certainly seems like he made the right decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At 53,
Stanford.
here we still have. Stanford. At 53, we still have an active player at 53. So I'd like you guys to guess this player. He is going to be entering his 19th season next year. It sounds like he is coming back. He is a Super Bowl champ and a Super Bowl MVP, and he was a Pro Bowler this season. Quarterback. Who do we got?
Stafford?
I was gonna say,
Nope.
Rodgers?
No, Rodgers much higher on this list. Same with Stafford.
I mean, who knows with this fucking list?
Flacco.
Yep, Joe Flacco.
Wow.
18 seasons. He was a Super Bowl MVP. People forget. What year was that? Was Joe Flacco in the last 20 years? Must have been, because he's only played 18 seasons. So there's another name to add to the list.
I think it's been in the last 20 years.
Yeah, well, for sure it has been confirmed because he's only played 18 seasons.
I know.
Mike Vick.
Wow.
Vick at 52. Mike Vick is a guy that I wish I would have got to watch play live more.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't agree
I know
more.
I must have started getting Madden games just near the end of his career
Yeah.
because he was the ultimate guy to, if you were doing, dynasty mode or be a GM mode, now it's Lamar Jackson. At that time, it was you go get Mike Vick because if you're gaming Madden, you need a running quarterback. Mike Vick is that guy. And I sometimes on social media you'll see like, remember how good prime Mike Vick was, and you watch those highlights. He was so elite.
He really was. His highlight package is unlike anything else.
Yeah, maybe barking Matt isn't the right thing to do there, but.
Yeah, good call.
I couldn't help myself on that one.
He did his time, all right?
Yeah,
yeah, he did. He
man.
apologized too, I think. At 43.
So did Tyreek.
Matt, this one should interest you. What's that?
so did Tyreek. He apologized.
Tyreek, bad guy. Tyreek, bad guy. Mike Vick.
A lot of guys right now.
I think Mike Vick is a good guy now. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that.
No.
Cam Newton is the 43rd ranked quarterback of all time, Matt. He won an MVP. He won Offensive Player of the Year. He won an Offensive Rookie of the Year. And he played 11 seasons in the NFL and lost in a Super Bowl.
Yep. Yeah, no, I think that's a pretty good spot for him. Obviously, not one of the better arms to ever play, but probably a top 3 in regards to what he can do with the legs out there.
Mm-hmm.
Is he the current all-time leader in quarterback rushing touchdowns? Could
I
that
think
be
that
looked
might have
up?
been
Because I
passed
feel like I
by-
remember him.
I think that guy might be on your body soon.
Lamar?
No.
Oh, no.
I do think he was
Is that
passed by
true?
either Lamar or Josh Allen.
I'm
I
pretty
thought
sure
it was
Josh
Lamar.
does it.
Of all time?
I believe
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Prime
79.
Cam, though, like, oh,
Who is it?
Allen.
Do you have
Josh
that list,
Allen.
Jesse? Go through
Yeah.
the top 5.
Allen, Newton, Hertz, Otto Graham, Steve Young.
Wow.
Otto Graham.
Yeah.
Lamar not being on the list is shocking to me.
Mhm.
Yeah. Lamar
Injury
has
prone.
35
Wow.
and Josh Allen has 79. That's crazy.
that actually is. I never would have guessed the gap would have been over double.
Wow.
This
Yeah, I wish I never
Lamar
brought
has
that up.
3 more rushing touchdowns than Kyler Murray. That's crazy.
Wow. A lot of injuries early in the career.
Yeah. 41, we got Matt Ryan. He was an MVP. He was an Offensive Player of the Year. He also won an Offensive Rookie of the Year. He was an All-Pro, and he, famously also made a Super Bowl appearance. But Matt Ryan, I feel like he was dangerously close to, like, you picture Kirk Cousins, you picture Matt Ryan, like same Joe Flacco, maybe same type of dudes. But Matt Ryan, when you think about some of the seasons he put together, I can see why he's a class up on this list from those guys at least.
Yeah, I agree.
Should have won a Super Bowl if it wasn't
Yeah.
for bad coaching
Yeah.
and devil magic.
Also seems like he's taking the reins basically on Atlanta right now. Like it sounds like Matt Ryan's calling all the shots in Atlanta right now.
Yeah, I
Really?
think he's the president now or whatever.
Yeah.
for
That's
football
good for
operations.
Falcons fans. He's a
Yeah.
smart guy.
Yeah, I think so too. Number 35, Josh Allen. Number 32,
Wait, what? Where was he?
35.
39? Oh, 35.
35.
Yeah, okay, I cannot wait to hear who's above him.
Well, I mean, there's you gotta accomplish something at some point if you're you want to be bumped
Well,
up.
I sure hope the next 34 quarterbacks all have a Super Bowl win.
Well, the next guy doesn't, but he was an 8-time Pro Bowler and he played 18 seasons. Return this year, Phillip Rivers. Would you have Josh Allen over Phillip Rivers, Brett?
No, but that's a personal thing.
There we go.
Football.
There we go. That's good. Yeah, Josh Allen was 35. Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to comment on that more, but if he didn't have the MVP, the only thing beside his name right now would be the Pro Bowls.
Yeah, well, if a lot of quarterbacks didn't have a Super Bowl
I
win
think.
beside them, they would just be Pro Bowlers too. We're playing the what if
Well, maybe
game now. We're
MVPs
playing the
as well,
Justin
but-
Herbert game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I scrolled pretty fast, pretty quick by Josh Allen's thing, so I might have missed a few things, but I know he did win the MVP. 32, Phillip Rivers, I said. 28, Lamar Jackson. He is a 2-time MVP winner. He's a 3-time All-Pro, and he's rushed for 6,522 rush yards. Jesse, now we talked about rushing touchdowns for quarterbacks. Do you mind pulling up all-time rushing yards leaders for quarterback? Because if it's Josh Allen again over Lamar, then I
That's
again
so
shouldn't
many
have brought it up.
rushing yards. He must
No,
be
that's Lamar is first with 6,522. Josh Allen is sixth on that list, 4,700.
Wow.
Who's the? Can you give us the top 5 for that too?
Yeah, Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick, Cam Newton, Russell Wilson, and
Ooh.
Randall Cunningham.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Randall. Russell Wilson was just mentioned, and I will also be bringing him up because he's next on my list at number 25. Russell Wilson, and this is we need to remember how good Russell was with
We
Seattle.
can't. Yes.
We have to remember this because we've been brainwashed over the last, what's it been,
3
4
years
seasons now,
Yeah.
like 2 with Denver and the one with Pittsburgh and now with the Giants, and also just like odd guy, I think is fair to say. But Russell Wilson is a Super Bowl champ. I know we're not saying Pro Bowls, but he's made it 10 times. His overall record is 121, 80, and 1. And he was good. And when you talk about a deep ball, a ball just floating in the air to a wide receiver running downfield, does anyone, in Russell Wilson's prime, was there a prettier deep ball thrown than him?
Probably not. No, it was pretty special. He was really good. I will say he had the best defense of all time, maybe second best defense of all time. And then as soon as he got paid and all those guys were like, fuck you, dude, we're leaving, he sucked.
Yeah. I think there's a pretty good chance Russell Wilson finds himself in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely see how that's a possible scenario.
The Super Bowl helps the rushing yards. Him being that high in rushing was actually surprising.
Yeah. And I assume when you look at a lot of all-time quarterback stats, I assume his name's going to be pretty, like you're going to see that pretty, and if just outside, if not.
Yeah. Like Phil's probably going to get in, so I have to let Russ get in.
We got to wait another 5 years for Phil now.
Number 24. Yeah, true. Number 24, and I need you guys to guess this guy's overall record, but he's a 2-time Super Bowl champ and a 2-time Super Bowl MVP. He played 16 seasons, all with the New York Giants. At number 24, that would be Eli Manning. Can you guess his career record?
How many years do you say he played?
He played 16 seasons, and I believe, if I remember correctly, he pretty much started all those games in that time.
Mm-hmm. Until the very end.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones came by.
I'll go with like 150 and 90.
125 and 89.
Yeah, I don't know.
He finished his career
Oh, go ahead.
117. Oh, sorry, I glitched out there. Sorry, Justin, didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
117 and 117.
Oh, that's right. Ended equal. I should have known that.
Really?
I remember that being talked about too when he lost his last game to before he was benched to be 500, and for all the people, like, you hear the discourse.
Yep.
Is that correct?
You nailed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You hear that. You hear the discourse about Eli Manning, and it's like he's the most mediocre quarterback. But then people there, you can't deny the 2-time Super Bowl MVP and 2-time Super Bowl champ. But he did finish exactly 500 in his career as a starter for the New York Giants. There's a few guys on here when you see like 16 seasons all for one team. Matt Ryan played his. He did not play his whole career for the Falcons. He went to the end. So there hasn't been. Stay tuned for more of those, actually, because they're more so coming up. But at number 20, we have this year's MVP, Matthew Stafford. I think 20 is a respectable rank for him. We do forget how many games he lost with the Detroit Lions, because when you look at his overall record, he is a Super Bowl champ. He is an MVP this year. He's an All-Pro. 17 seasons he's played. He was 100, or he is currently, and this is with a lot of winning years with the Rams now, or not a lot, I guess, 3, 4. 120, 118, and 1 is his current record as a starter.
It's actually better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Well,
That's what 4 massive seasons in LA will do.
That means going into this year, he was under 500.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's pretty crazy.
which
He was
is
great in
wild.
Detroit all those years. And it used to be a
Yeah.
huge debate, is he a Hall of Famer? Obviously, that's pretty cemented now, but before he got to LA, it was a big, big debate.
Number 19. We got a few inactives here. Retired. Troy Aikman at number 19. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Super Bowl champ. He's a Super Bowl MVP. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champ. He played 12 seasons all with the Dallas Cowboys. Troy Aikman, another guy, obviously, we didn't watch. Maybe Brett, you would have maybe caught the tail end in your watching days. I don't know when his career would have ended, actually. I don't know how old he is, but Troy Aikman, you hear stories about him. I love him in the booth currently. But playing all 12 seasons in the Mecca, the center of football in Dallas, and getting 3 Super Bowls in that time and winning an MVP, Super Bowl MVP, Troy Aikman, legend of the game.
Troy Aikman is such a legend. Every time you say his name, I just assume you're going to say Hall of Famer. Because Joe Buck has nailed that into our heads for 25 years.
Yeah. Hall of Famer.
Ahead of him, I was a little bit shocked to see this guy this high, but he will also be in the Hall of Fame. Also, maybe, had some not great guy moments in his career, but they seem to not be talked about that much. But he was a Super Bowl champ. He was an offensive rookie in the year of the year. And Jesse, I'd like you to look up what year this guy was drafted, or what year he would have won Rookie of the Year. He's a 6-time Pro Bowler, finished with a touchdown to interception ratio of a 418 to 211. He had just about every injury in the book you can name, and he loved to play it up. 18 seasons, all with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger is your 16th ranked quarterback of all time.
And you were surprised, you said?
I was kind of surprised he was that high. I didn't know he was Rookie of the Year. I know he had 18 good seasons. He did have the Super Bowl win, but I don't know. I guess my Big Ben memories come from the end of his career when the guy couldn't move.
Yeah. And he never really could move, but he used to be able to throw really well. So that helped. And he was gigantic.
Huge man. What year did he win Rookie of the Year?
As 2004, he went 13-0 and was the first quarterback in NFL history to do that, to not lose.
Wow.
No.
That's an incredible rookie year.
He's all time in passing yards too.
Yeah. Matt, you leaving us?
Congrats to Big Ben. My tow truck driver's showing up, so may or may not be back.
Pour one out for the vibe, everybody.
Pour one out for the vibe. It'll be back soon.
We'll have to get Taylor on this this next episode to hear her thoughts on the vibe.
Definitely.
We're entering the top 10 now. And we have Dolphins legend at the number 10 slot. Dan Marino. He is a Hall of Famer, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, 3-time All-Pro. He was the first quarterback ever to throw 5,000 yards in a season, which over 5,000 in a season now isn't like that crazy for it to happen. But the article I was reading on this, 5,000 the year he did it is like a quarterback getting 6,000 now. It was absolutely unheard of at the time.
Wow.
And had the perfect season with the Dolphins, could never get the job done in playoffs. But legend for sure. Dan Marino at 10.
Yeah.
Number 8, a guy we all got to watch plenty in his career. He was a Super Bowl champ. He's a Super Bowl MVP. He's a 13-time Pro Bowler. Pro Bowls are Pro Bowls, but this guy played 20 seasons, 13 of them. If nothing else, that proves he stayed healthy a lot. New Orleans Saints, Drew Brees.
Wow. We're at what, 9?
Yeah. 8. He was 8.
I think 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems about right. It almost feels a little high, but no, I mean he was really fucking good, especially for his size. Hard to argue that one. I'll leave him alone.
Yeah, he was kind of, first. I feel like one of the first quarterbacks that was really short, and it was talked about a lot of his height. His height was talked about a lot. Can somebody pull up this list for the top 10? I do have it here, and I'll keep going through. But there's some stats involved with some of them that I didn't write down. So Jesse, if you don't mind, just kind of filling in as we go. But at number 7, we do have Hall of Famer. He's a 3-time MVP. He played 20 seasons. He won a Super Bowl. Brett Favre, and Brett Favre played for 4 teams in his NFL career.
Wow.
Brett, could you name all 4 teams he played for? Because there was one I wouldn't have been able to get.
I mean, obviously Packers, Vikings.
Yeah.
I don't even know
finished
if I know
with
the other one.
He
The
finished
Jets,
with
I think he was on.
yeah. Finished with the Jets,
I don't know.
and then there was another team that I would have had no idea he played for them.
AFC or NFC?
NFC.
Ah,
I have no idea.
And I
I have
don't
no
know.
idea.
I assume he was drafted. I don't know if he was drafted by the Packers, if he was drafted by this team, or if he went there late. But he was an Atlanta Falcon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus! I'm gonna look
So
up his career quick.
Yeah, check if that was early or right at the end. Like maybe he just went there and played a couple games or was a backup or something. I don't remember him as a Falcon at all, though.
No. Let's see.
I don't either.
That's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. First year in the league. Atlanta
Was.
Falcon. Game played 2, 4 pass attempts.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then immediately
So
went
that
to
would
the
be-
Packers for however many years.
Yeah, that would be why we don't remember that. Jess, you got the list in front of you now?
Yeah.
So I don't have any of the points written down for these guys because I figured we'd talk more about the top 6. So John Elway, I know, is at 6.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what it's saying about John?
John Elway. 1-time MVP, 1-time Super Bowl MVP, 2 Super Bowls, 9 Pro Bowls, 148, 82, and 1 record. That is incredible.
Yeah, that's pretty. And Denver, most of it?
All of it.
All of it.
That's awesome.
All of it. 16
That's awesome.
seasons for the Denver Broncos. Yeah.
You do absolutely love to see that. And then at number 5, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, I think at 5 is I think that's pretty fair number for him.
So ahead of him, I'm just guessing it's Peyton, Mahomes, Brady. I have no idea who else you would ever put ahead of him.
Older guy.
But he was probably the most talented guy I've ever watched play football. He is the best throw I've ever seen.
Yeah.
By
And
a
still
mile.
going.
He was great. And still kind of.
He kind of still going. Number 4, Patrick Mahomes. I think he's probably one more Super Bowl away from heading right to the 2nd slot on this list, I would say. If he didn't have the season, it's not like he had a horrible season, but obviously when you're the Chiefs and you don't make the playoffs, then you get hurt at the end of the year. I think 4 is fair for now, except for the one guy I don't know a whole lot about because he is older. But I think one more Super Bowl for Mahomes or one more MVP, and he's right up to that number 2 slot, and then he's just got to knock on the door of the clear number 1, which is Tom Brady. But at number 3, we have Peyton Manning.
Wow. Oh, I just realized who it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning. Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I only saw the tail end of his career too, but he is a special guy, special quarterback.
And when we were watching football, we did get to see how many Super Bowls did he win? More than 1?
Yeah, 2. 2 Super Bowls, 1 MVP, Super Bowl MVP, 5 league MVPs.
5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what was his overall record?
186 and 79.
Yep. That's
Wow.
a hell of a career.
It's crazy.
I think he changed the way quarterbacks play. What he did at the line, you should want your quarterback to be at the line like Peyton Manning used to be at the line. One of the best.
Seems like one of, if not one of, if not the smartest quarterbacks of all time. Didn't have the athletic ability of some of these other guys. Like scrambling wasn't really an option for him. That should even make it more impressive that he did what he did, because the guy couldn't run.
Yeah.
No kidding. He would have just been 2 teams, right, Jesse?
Yeah. 2 teams. And yeah, he has 600 rush yards over 17 seasons.
Yeah.
So,
It's awesome.
Yeah, 600. To put that perspective, we said Lamar Jackson is 6,522 right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tom Brady has double the amount of rush yards, which is crazy.
Really. Number
Yeah.
two, Joe Montana, and just read us some Joe Montana stuff, because we need to put some some.
Yep. 2 times
Name, obviously,
MVP,
you never
3
watched.
times. Oh yeah, sorry, you cut out a bit. Yeah, Joe Montana, 2-time MVP, 3 times Super Bowl MVP, 4 Super Bowl championships, 8-time Pro Bowler, 117 and 47 overall record, 15 seasons in the league,
Wow.
With the Niners
and the Chiefs apparently.
and the Chiefs.
I don't remember
The original Joe Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I really know anything about Joe Montana.
He's just one of those guys you get told is great. I mean, his highlights are awesome, but yeah, that's why these lists are impossible. Because I past 2005, I don't know about any of these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then Tom Brady. Just read us some Tom Brady stuff.
Yeah, 3 times MVP, 5 times Super Bowl MVP, 7 rings, 7 Super Bowls, 15 times Pro Bowler in 23 seasons. His record is 251 and 82, which is just bonkers.
It's unbelievable.
6th round draft pick.
Did he ever have a losing season?
Ooh.
I don't.
I highly doubt it, unless it was the year he busted his knee up, or maybe his first. No, not his first.
Actually, no, because wasn't it Mahomes this year? Like Tom Brady never took a snap when his team was mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. Oh, I guess that's not technically a winning season though.
Right, but
For him, it probably is.
yeah, more than likely.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, hell of a career. I don't think any of us would claim we're the biggest Tom Brady fans in the world, but it's hard to deny that he is the GOAT, and he will be number 1 on this list for a long time, unless Patrick Mahomes would be the only when you look at active guys that we set on this list, unless at number 93, unless Herbert's really going to turn things up in his career, this is that's his number 1 slot to lose, unless Patrick Mahomes can do something about it.
Yeah, I mean, go fuck yourself. I'm the only quarterback on this podcast that's on this list, so I just want to fucking hear it.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true. Ryan, don't forget about Ryan Tannehill, though. He had some moments.
It's true. You got his jersey too, so I'll give that to you.
I got his jersey. Jesse, do you have anybody's jersey that's on this list?
No, I do not.
And Matt actually would have too, because Matt has a Cam Newton. So, Jesse, you're the only one without a jersey.
Do you think there's a bear on this list?
Gosh, no.
Yeah, no.
No.
What about the
there's no
85
way.
Bears? Who was that guy?
I don't remember.
I assume he was good, or their defense. I know nothing about them.
No.
But Bears fans.
No,
always
their
talk.
defense was good, and I don't know. Like, there's not is Jay Cutler a top 99 ever quarterback? Because if he's not, then there's not a Bears quarterback on the list.
He was not.
Yeah.
He was not on this list. There were some names that I just got chuckles over reading the names of some guy in like black and white photos that you'd see on this list. A few of them. Warren Moon is a guy.
Yeah. I mean, he's on TV.
Oh, is he?
Johnny Unitas would be in there, I'm sure. Hilarious name.
Yeah, there are some great names in that. Top 5 wide receiver free agents. Or sorry, did you have something, Brett?
I was just gonna name another Packer that's in there. Bart Starr, 14th.
Bart Starr?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He was the guy before Favre and Rodgers. He's the guy that always gets brought up because they've had like 3 quarterbacks in
Right.
45 years.
Yeah.
Our Fox fans are certainly
And
spoiled when it comes to quarterbacks. We'll see what love is like.
actually, Brett, you nailed it. 81, Jim McMahon. 85 Bears.
Knew it. They had to
Yeah.
have a quarterback.
That's crazy.
Jim McMahon.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good pull, Brett. Jim McMahon. That sounds like a quarterback.
It does. A lot of these
No,
names,
yeah.
most of these names sound like guys that were meant to be quarterbacks.
Give us a couple other names.
Frank Tarkenton,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Terry Bradshaw, of course.
Yep.
Roger Staubach for the Cowboys.
Oh
Troy Aikman's a great quarterback name.
yeah, it is.
Warren Moon, 21. Jim Kelly.
Hey, Culpepper.
Jim Kelly. That was one I thought about. I thought about putting on the list because he was. I didn't realize he played his full career in Buffalo.
Yeah. Unfortunately for him.
Mm-hmm.
Made
So
it
he would have
3
been the
times.
quarterback with the. Yeah. That's. Hate to hear that for Buffalo fans. Hate to hear it.
Yeah, you go to his
okay, top
accolades,
5.
Hall of Famer, Pro Bowler, All Pro. He made the Super Bowl 3 times. How is that not an accolade?
Yeah.
I know. I wish they would have put Super Bowl appearances on that because that does matter. That does matter.
Oh,
At the end of the
definitely.
day, the Super Bowl is a 1-game playoff, so just getting to that is still impressive. Top 5 running backs, free agents. This is top 5 in my opinion. I do have 6 on here. I have my honorable mentions. God always have an honorable mention. Number 5 or number 1. Or you guys want 5? You guys want 5 or 1 first?
5.
This was a Charger last year, a Bronco this year. He's a free agent again. It is J.K. Dobbins at number 5. J.K. Dobbins has proven when he's healthy, he can be a very effective running back. Unfortunately for him, the injuries come every single year.
Correct.
Yeah.
And they're usually not minor injuries.
No, it's always the worst thing that's ever happened to a running back. It's kind of insane.
And you got to
You-
feel bad for him too.
I wonder how old he is because he probably isn't even that old.
Yeah, I don't have his age, but yeah, like games played by year: 13 in 2024, 1 in 2023, 8 in 2022, 0 in 2021, 10 in 2020.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
He's only 27, I guess, for a running back, but still.
So it'll be interesting to see where he finds a home. He will find home somewhere, and he'll likely contribute to that team, whether that's the 1A, 1B kind of situation a lot of teams are doing, but he will contribute somewhere, likely just until something happens, which is tough to say, but that's just you do have to mention it. Number 4 has already said he is confirmed to be leaving the Carolina Panthers. Seem a little pissed about how the end of the season played out there. Because you will remember that this guy won the Carolina Panthers at least 3 or 4 games by himself this year, it seemed like. They weren't getting the quarterback play, and they needed a running back, and Rico Dowdle was there to do it. It sounds like they basically chose Chuba over him. And he said he said he's going to be finding a new home. One thing I was seeing is possible location for him. When I was looking this up, and there's been a few people saying the Chiefs.
It'd make a lot of sense. He's a great too. I don't know. I mean, I guess he proved it this year. He was great with the Panthers, but I'm not sure he's winning you a lot of games. Maybe with the Chiefs.
Yeah. I think Rico Dowdle more likely is going to go somewhere where there is a clear need for a running back, where he's going to be promised number 1 touches, because he seems like he wants to prove that he is that, which he did in those few games this year. But then Like in Dallas, he was always behind Zeke, and then even Tony Pollard when he got there. And then obviously when Chuba was healthy this year, they were pretty much splitting carries, which just seemed wild at the time. But he's number 4. Number 3, Travis Etienne. Didn't realize he was a free agent. I assume Jacksonville's gonna do everything they can to lock him up, maybe franchise tag possibility, but he is a free agent. So Travis Etienne would be. There was a couple years he kind of went quiet. Like I remember he came into the league and he was awesome for a few years with them, and then it didn't seem like you heard much about him. And now, like this year, he was dominant again.
By the way, the franchise tag is open right now till like March 3rd or 13th. I can't remember.
Okay, but I don't think we've heard of anybody getting franchise tagged yet, though, right?
No, we haven't. You mentioned someone earlier at the start of the podcast.
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, they say they're going to.
Yeah, it's like I read an article. It's like Falcons 2 franchise tag Pitts. Like it sounded like they said they're gonna basically. So that's why it made me think that they can't yet, but maybe they can. Listen, you don't come to this podcast for us to know everything about everything. I promise you, we don't.
Definitely not. How many years has Travis Etienne played? Do you know?
If I had to guess, he's entering year.
Oh, I lost you.
Entering year 6 or 7 would be a guess.
5.
Yeah.
5.
It feels like he's been around forever, but he's had 3,000-yard seasons, so
yeah,
he's good.
He's number 3 and number 2. And this guy has to be sitting wherever he's sitting in his off season, just thinking, thank the Lord, I can play for another team this year. And that's Breece Hall.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I feel like he's going to get tagged now.
Maybe. I don't know.
I wonder if he'll even let them.
Yeah,
I mean, he was pretty respectful to like the Jet. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, but every interview it seems like he's 1 foot out the door the last 3 years.
Oh, he wants out. He's like tweeted shit that like.
Oh yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
like not bad guy, but just like doesn't want to be there.
That's who the Chiefs will end up getting.
That'd be wild. I saw when I was looking at this list, they were saying for Breece Hall, Titans as a potential home for him. So, that the Titans were a team that was in the category of the Jets. So it would be if you looked at the if you want to talk all time records like we were with quarterbacks, if you looked at Breece Hall's record as a starting running back, it cannot be pretty. I would have to assume it cannot be pretty. But he is a dog. We've seen he certainly can be a dog. So we'll see with that. And then number 1, Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, which they're just paying him, I assume.
Paying him or tagging him. He's a Seahawk. You have to imagine.
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't even think they'll disrespect him with a franchise tag.
It's weird with running backs because the big thing is like the big thing with running backs is like they don't get paid. Like remember a couple years ago, just like I think it was Le'Veon Bell that was sitting out because like just no one's paying. So if somebody wanted to pay Kenneth Walker something stupid that Seattle wasn't willing to do, maybe he would walk there. Who knows? But my honorable mention is Tyler Algier. So it's safe to say after this top 5 of J.K. Dobbins being number 5, it gets pretty slim pickings for free agent running backs after that.
Does anyone want Najee Harris? You can have him.
That was one eye, 2?
One eye, half of an ACL, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw him running on a treadmill the other day, so he's working his way back.
And he's still under contract with you guys?
He is, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so no, he's all yours. So just to recap the top 5 free agent number 1, Kenneth Walker. Number 2, Breece Hall. Number 3, Travis Etienne. Number 4, Rico Dowdle. Number 5, J.K. Dobbins. And honorable mention, Tyler Algier. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Nice.
Jesse, you're set at the running back position. DeAndre Swift's back.
Yeah, I think he's under contract. I think there's mixed opinions on whether everyone wants him back. People like Benungai, and then we could draft somebody. But as of now, I think he's still there.
Mm-hmm. And Brett, your running back room.
We got Hampton. That's all I care about. As long as he can stay healthy for a full season. He's a great running back if he can stay on the field.
Yeah. And Miami is in the market for a lot of positions, but running back is certainly not one of them.
Yep.
Definitely not. No. Is he going to be on the Dolphins next year?
What's
for
that?
Sure.
A-Chain?
Is he for sure a Dolphin?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know. I mean, you guys are blowing everything up. You never know.
That doesn't even need to be in the universe. He's a Dolphin. I did get very scared last week for a hot minute when there was it was after we cleaned house with Bradley Chubb, we cleaned house with Tyreek Hill. If you look at I'm not going to bore you with some of the names that nobody will know what I'm talking about with Dolphins, but the list of players cut / not being not returning via free agency, it is a big list of players.
It is. Did the Chubb one surprise you? That one seemed
a little bit. He's still good. I think he's still going to go contribute on another team, but there's just been a few injuries that piled up a tiny bit with him. Yeah. He's getting paid a lot of money, and I just think that new management and new coaching just kind of want to have their own guys going. Like I think we're kind of like, it sounds like Minkah Fitzpatrick is on the trade block. It sounds like he's going to be going somewhere. I think they're kind of veterans that were around in the Mike McDaniel days and the days of like Dolphins being labeled what the Dolphins have been labeled for the last 10 years. Weak, basically is the word that, you could put, talk about weather, talk about whatever else. Weak is kind of the word, I would say. And it seems like just coaching and management just wants to at least just put their fingerprints on everything. And I don't mind that. Because it wasn't working how it was. So,
yeah, I like it.
In Jeff Hafley, I trust.
Nice.
And thank you for Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, we'll see. That's going to be an ongoing storyline next year for sure. Because I'm obviously, I mean, it is on this podcast. It is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a good storyline, a heartwarming one for the Chargers.
Well, if it is that for you,
say that again.
If it's a heartwarming story for you and the Chargers, that will be the opposite for me. I can't say I necessarily wish a lot of success on that guy now.
Why? What did he ever do to you?
Well, you know how that is when you have a coach leave, when you have another player leave that you said a lot of good things about, and then a lot of bad things happen, and then you had to defend them, and now they're going to another team. You don't want that guy to succeed on another team, especially when that other team happens to be one of my good friends' team with a quarterback that maybe my team should have drafted, but the quarterback still hasn't. I still have things I can say.
All right. So I can move on. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so that's all I got for top fives. Did you guys have any pieces of anything you wanted to share for the pod today?
You got anything, Leaves? I got a couple
Sorry,
things.
Did I cut out again?
Nope, you're good. Yeah, I got a couple. Here's three. I'm just gonna say them. If you guys care or not, you can comment on them.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Carr, I'd only unretire for a Super Bowl contender, which I don't know who asked him that or who cares. Robert Woods signed a one-day contract with the Rams, and now he's an assistant wide receiver coach there.
Wow.
It's just like, good for him.
Yeah.
And then Tush Push, and it's not banned in 2026.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys like that?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with it. As long as the Eagles
I think so. Yeah, it feels like the tush push kind of died with Jason Kelsey. Like at one point, it was like no question this will get banned. But now the way this year went without Jason Kelsey, like it wasn't near as dominant, and now all of a sudden it's like no one cares to try to ban it. So yeah. One interesting thing I saw, Patrick Mahomes restructured his contract. Did you see this?
I did.
He went from 78 mil a year down to 34, freeing up like $43 million of cap space, which is just insane.
Wow.
Freeing up $40 million of cap space is just bonkers. Like the
It
numbers
really
are
is.
just so big in the NFL. It's crazy.
And you wonder, like, why does everyone not do this?
Yeah.
You're restructuring. You're not losing the money. I just don't know why every quarterback that wants to win isn't doing this.
Yeah, I don't understand how it all works, but it every team that gets in a cap crunch just does this, and then they're not in cap crunch anymore. So I don't know.
Maybe Tua would be open to restructuring his contract.
Do you want that?
No. Well, sure, restructure it and then find a way to not pay him some of it, and then I'll be pissed if I see him start a game for the Dolphins next year. I will be.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh, and report cards are banned. The NFL owners decided. You remember those report cards that came out last 2 or 3 years? They were great. They were super interesting. And the NFL owners are not happy with them. So
that would have given us that would have been a whole episode for us in the off season.
Yeah.
Because they don't want these billionaires don't want to be accountable for their shitty like facilities. Like the Bengals have a fucking blow up tent as a practice field. They had a F every year.
And the Jets always had an F too. The Jets they always said didn't care about the family and didn't like the food was shitty and
super interesting. And then all the good teams were all A's, and you just wonder why they're the good teams.
Exactly. Yeah. It's shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did put together a top 5 of the league of my own, but we can save it for another episode if you want to. I don't care.
I'd love to hear it.
Okay. So I did top 5 things that your team needs to have success. And so like basically there's not a whole lot of different aspects to a team, but just like more so the order is important than what isn't in the top 5, but there is a couple things I left out that I think are a little bit interesting. So I'll start at 1, like most important, and go to 5. So first thing, coaching. I think if you have bad coaching, you will not succeed. No matter how good talent-wise you are, I think it's incredibly hard, almost impossible to overcome bad coaching. Just like, and I will say this list is very like biased of like I've watched the Bears for the past 5 years. And
if there's any team that proved a coach can change things, it is your team last year. So.
Yeah. So number 2, second most important thing for success, I'd say, is O-line. I think that a great quarterback behind a bad O-line can only do so much. Justin Herbert, really freaking good quarterback, but like behind a bad O-line, there's only so much. There's only so far he can take you. And I'd even say a great running back behind a bad O-line can only do so much. Like if you look at Saquon Barkley with Lane Johnson or without him, and how much that changes it. So I would put O-line as the second most important.
Yeah.
Third, I kind of grouped like your receiving groups. So I grouped tight end in there too. Just your ball catchers, basically. Like I think you need dogs. I think you need guys who can like beat a guy one-on-one or even like catch 50-50 balls. And then also the reason I kind of group tight ends in there is just like that, like quarterback safety blanket. So I have, ball catchers, number 3. And then for 4 and 5, I kind of like, I'm not super knowledgeable when it comes to defense, but I think that 4 and 5 is, I would say if I had to pick one, I'd say 4 is pass rush. You need to be able to get to the other team's quarterback. And then 5, I would say either like, I don't know. This is where I don't know like safeties or linebackers or whatever, or cornerbacks. Like I don't fully understand what how all those roles are different, but I would kind of group them into number 5. So the two that I don't like, the two things that I think is a little bit spicy that I left off of the list is that quarterbacks and running backs. I think if you have unreal coaching and unreal O-line, you can get by with like mid at best quarterback play or running back play, and you can succeed.
Yeah, I think I'd probably have quarterbacks on there. I think for your number 5 point, the like secondary, I think would be which I think in when people say secondary, they don't necessarily include linebackers in that. I think that's more your cornerbacks, your safeties, and whatever. But yeah, secondary. It showed with if I'm looking at the Dolphins secondary the last couple of years, it's just been anytime team want to pass deep on us, they can pass deep on us, and that kills us every time. Yeah. But yeah, I probably am finding a way to get quarterback in that top 5, I would say. But to your point, people would, and I'm a Sammy D supporter now. I think he needs to go up the rankings on quarterback lists, which we'll get to in future episodes. But I assume you're kind of thinking about Sam Darnold a little bit when you're saying that.
I mean, yeah, maybe a bit, but even just like I think of like the 49ers and how like you can plug anybody in and they just seem to succeed to a certain degree. Yeah. Obviously, they haven't had a lot of playoff success, but like there's just a lot of like even like a Jared Goff, who is a good quarterback, but not really like great, but he's like top 3 in the league with last year in like almost every metric. And I don't know if he's like talent wise a top 3 quarterback in the league. Like, I just, I think, that's why like coaching and O-line you can have a just average at best quarterback and they can get it done.
I guess the problem, like, what is the example of that? Because you look back at the Patriots, and I think the Herbert thing is clouding you a bit because he was an extreme example. We were the 32nd ranked offensive. You can get away with the 20th ranked offensive line, a great coach, and a great defense. Quarterback has to be in the top 3.
Yeah,
Brady never had ball catchers, unless catch Edelman through the middle. Gronk, I guess.
Mahomes
had great coach, great defense, great quarterback. It's the recipe.
Yeah, but that's what I would say is that like all those guys had great coaches. Like Mahomes and Brady, like yes, they're 2 unreal quarterbacks, but they had 2 unreal coaches too.
I don't mind number 1. I don't mind that.
No, I don't either. No, I guess if you break up defense, it's hard to rank them higher than any of those. Like pass rush is super important, but then if you have a pass rush and everyone's open down the field, you're fucked. So it's fair.
Yeah. I think pass catchers can be the one to take off as well because, like you said, with the Tom Brady teams, hit Edelman, then obviously Gronk, and Mahomes had Tyreek early on, lost him, and then other than Kelsey, never really had what you would consider a true number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah. To the point where you'd be watching playoff games and go, holy shit, that guy's on the team?
Yeah, it'd be like maybe Hartman would catch his, 20th, 15th pass of the year and be – I think he did have the game-winning touchdown pass in one of those Super Bowls, the last one, I think.
I believe so. Yeah, Kadarius Toney, MVS. Yeah, there's all sorts of guys like that from that team.
Yeah.
I could see maybe swapping out for your ball catchers. What I would say is I think running back is like almost dead last. I don't think you need an elite running back. I think your O-line matters so much more, no matter how good. Yeah, then like if you have a good O-line, any running back will be able to be good enough. That's what I think.
And they just show up all the time. Like look at the Bears.
Yeah.
Where the hell did where'd that guy come from?
Well, yeah, the Bears are the perfect example. Yeah, Kyle Monangai was a 7th round pick, but the perfect example is the Bears and Ben Johnson coming from Detroit. Like, how much did you hear of Gibbs and Montgomery this year versus last? Like last year, all you heard of was Gibbs and Montgomery, and now Ben Johnson left. They lost some pieces on their O-line, and they kind of like
Gibbs was still
disappeared, but. Yeah, Gibbs is but nowhere near as good as last year. And I think the opposite can be said of Swift. Is that last year everyone hated him, and now this year all of a sudden he's like, wow, Swift is sick. Like, so
I wonder where you guys are at with paying
Yeah.
him, because paying him
No, I
would
agree.
seem like
I
a
agree with that
mistake.
running backs.
Yeah, I have no
And I
idea.
think,
I actually don't even know when his contract is up.
I think tight ends are making a bit of a push lately too.
Yeah, the blocking sure
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good blocking tight end that can also just be a dog wide receiver, like a Trey McBride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where it's tough. Like, I don't know how to, like, I kind of grouped some position groups together,
Yeah.
but
You got it. That was a good top five, Jesse. It's fun making top fives, eh?
it was actually, I liked it.
You just know you're gonna make somebody mad every time, no matter what.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it's
I'll probably get cooked in the TikTok comments.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good episode, good off-season one. We'll have lists are definitely going to be because they're always fun to talk about. I apologize I don't know how listening would have came out for everybody with the technical issues that it's possibly Linwood is dealing with. The winter storm that's going on must have hit Linwood a little harder than you guys. So we did get an update from Matt. He is back inside from CA coming to pick up the Vibe. He said had to push the Vibe out of the backyard, down the driveway, and onto the road because the truck was too big to fit in his driveway there.
Wow.
So Matt had a fun last half an hour or so, and the weather is not pleasant out there either.
No kidding.
Rest in peace, the Vibe.
Yeah, that's it. I think we should just declare it dead, I think, but Matt would not want to declare it dead.
Yeah.
I don't want to either, but sometimes, just like Keenan Allen, to bring this thing in full circle.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
07 Pontiac Vibe. Keenan.
Shoot it between the eyes.
You just make that the title, Jess. Keenan Allen 07 Pontiac Vibe.
Yes. There's the title. Keenan Allen and the 07 Pontiac. Love it.
One more thing I wanted to say on the title. The episode before Super Bowl, we picked sharing picks because you and Matt were arguing all the time about whether you could share picks or not in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Did you mean like when Matt named it, it was sharing picks, like pictures, PICS? Did you know that was...
God damn it.
I thought that was so funny.
Well, the title was picks, like PI.
Yeah, like CS, no K.
He'd be so mad if he was in here.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was hilarious, but
yeah,
I don't know if it was what we meant.
Well, if anything, if you see that title, see what's going on.
You might give us a listen. Oh, I got the music quiet.
Attaboy. Ends up. The road to playoffs start now.
Hold up the US of A.